Hi buddy, welcome back to Manor and Brass episode 42 with me, Sid, and I've been busy between episodes. It's actually been quite a while between recording episodes because I have COVID at the moment, so many plans have been laid to rest for the last few days because I've been feeling a bit rough. I'm still not feeling great, but and you can see that my inventory is a mess because I was doing something just before I started recording and forgot to clean it. However, yeah, my inventory is a mess, and I'm on the mend. It wasn't a particularly, but it was. If I was to describe anything, I would say it was like a mild flu. Of course, flu being a much more serious illness than people often give it credit for. So there you go. When people say mild flu, what they don't mean is a cold. It's a completely different thing. So I have done the cliffs around this side between episodes, and I have put in a portal here, which will take us through to here, and we have a little, oh hello, we have a little wander that way, and we come out here, which obviously is completely Hi. Hey. Fine, we'll do it the hard way. So yeah, that's in there. So both of the portals for the mainland are in place now, and someone I've forgotten who made the comment, but they said it's portal travel seems like a ludicrous concept, but yeah, it is. But then the idea is the background behind this world and this series is magic, and therefore we will, lean heavily into the magic. This is ready to make a build, which we will do later in the episode, and this will probably be a shorter episode because of my inclination towards honey barrel cactus. Did I plant a honey barrel cactus? Interesting. Probably a bottle, isn't it? Alright, I have no idea how that got there. Anyway, let me try to just gather my thoughts a second. So, this episode, I have a rather tricky thing to address. And it's actually not rather tricky. It's, this is over. It's done. Not the series, the server. I haven't really seen anybody online now for weeks, and I have renewed the server, so there is a certain amount of I'll get rid of you and you and you, do all that. Yeah, there is a certain amount of leeway open to me, but right now it's, the server is not doing anything, it's just sitting there. So I am going to be taking Manor and Brass offline. What I am probably going to do with the server as a temporary thing is possibly put my Greg Tech New Horizons on the server, not so much to allow for group play, because that's not really what I was after, more to allow for automation, because at the moment I'm doing a lot of AFKing and it would make more sense just to have the chunk loaders and the machines do their thing. Right, what do I want to do today? Today I want to get into, now have I got my magic bag somewhere, and in my magic bag have I got my blood magic book? No, I haven't. I have rearranged my backpack significantly, as you can see, so my inventory is looking a little bit better. And I've also done, over here, this is all neatly arranged as well. I just can't remember where I put my blood magic book. There we did, in the blood magic bag. And I would like to have a look at utility blocks and items. Teleposers. I don't need a great distance of a great amount of power. I need a fairly simple tier 1 teleposer focus, which goes into your teleposer, and teleposers can be linked for each you make to make. Hang on, let me get the thing. So teleposers are redstone control teleportation. Focus overleaf, bind it to your target teleposer and place it in another teleposer and apply a redstone signal to it. Teleposers with a focus in it, anything, blocks, items, entities, players in a defined area above the two teleposers will be swapped. So, teleposer focus is a ender pearl in a tier 4 altar. Okay. I think I can probably... Where's my travelling bag? Travel bag. Travel bag is for things that do with travelling, so let me just make 3 of those. And we shall take you and we shall put that in there. I may need to turn my thingy on in a moment. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Poof. Perfect. That can go back in, and we'll just turn you on for a few moments. Now, I've cleared the ice that formed up there, and I don't know exactly what caused it. I assume, well, my assumption was that it was a mob with boots of frostwalking, but that wouldn't make sense because frostwalking ice vanishes over time, so I'm still not entirely sure what caused all of that goodness. Let me just get rid of this lot. I don't really need it. And yeah. So what do we use? We use you, and we go quite finished. We need to use one of those to make that, which is 2 ender pearls and some gold. I haven't got the gold on me. I also would like to go to visit, I think it's this fella actually. Do you sell pearls? You do. Okay, let me jump in here, grab a stack, and get myself half a dozen ender pearls. That should do the trick. And then we can head back to the storeroom where I can get one of those, and ender pearls. And that's up to 1 and 2, and I think that should be that. So I think if I go over there and I current owner bound to there, and then we go over here and we go put that in there, pop that in there, and I need a button of blackstone. That is not going to do it, is it? Needs to be probably there. That is a teleposer. Nothing fancy. Does its job nicely. Okay, and we can put that in our travel bag as well because we're going to need that later. Along with, well, we'll put the button in because the button is part of the system. And that's an interesting, yeah, I suppose, yeah, I've got meat and moving around, still not a problem. So, armed with that, and that can go into my, that is magic, isn't it? Yes, good. It'll go into my magic bag, because, actually, realistically that should be in my magic bag as well. That will keep out and everything else can go. So let me just do that, move that, move those up there, and then lock those back in again. Boop. There we go. Lovely. I do like the ability to lock inventory slots to things. It is really, really handy, especially when you've got so many things to lock down. So what we need to do is we need to go over to, no, that's not where we need to go. We need to go over to Mob Farm. Now Mob Farm is currently a very small box down at Bedrock, which is actually going to what can I do with you? I can make polished, can't I? That will do me. And that will do me there, and then that can go as Mob Farm again, and that can move back down in position. So at the moment, every time I need to go and get experience, I go over to a mob farm created by one of the other players in ages ago. It cost me about 3 levels to get there, which is very other things. And if we actually have a look at journey map and look at the surface, I'm actually directly under Port Valentine down at Bedrock level. So the plan here is to build ourselves a mob farm at this base level, but of course we are going to need spawners because we're going to do a spawner based farm. So I need to decide, well, we're going to have a killing area which is going to be somewhere around here, with a ender chest which will be linked to a storage system which may be over there or over there, doesn't really matter. That is actually, if you follow that way all the way up, you end up in the statue in the middle of Port Valentine Square. So that gives you an idea of where I've decided to put this. So yeah, I need to dig myself out some space, which I will do now. Alright, it's not much to look at. I've got a couple of lanterns here, which are going to be the base where my spawners go. I'm not going to basically have, I think 12 spawners in here. They're using Create Wireless Redstone. This is black ice. Don't know whether it's really going to make a great deal of difference to the efficiency of the slidiness, of the ability of the water streams to push. It does bring you down into this area. Now again, I don't know how well that's going to do, but this will whiz you up here. You'll come across here. The little mobs will come along here and fall 22.5 blocks, because 23.5 might be too much through. In here I've got tinted ethereal glass, and I've also got tinted ethereal glass there, and I don't think I'll be able to accidentally step up to that, but I do need to go and make myself a ender chest of that variety. So let me just go and grab myself some ender pearls again. I probably can drop off a lot of this stuff as well, but I'm going to need 2 of those, because I'm going to need to make 2 ender chests. And while I'm here, shall drop off that and these. I'll also drop off the black ice because I shouldn't need that anymore, and I can drop off that. I accidentally used my silk touch ring while I was cooking a lot of that, but I'll keep that because that's probably going to be used for building. And let's get in there, make ourselves an ender chest of doomage, like so, 1 and 2, and let's go with some purple dye and some red dye perhaps. If I can find, let me find a couple of red tulips, there we go, and a couple of white dye I think as well. I don't think, or even light grey, doesn't matter specifically. There we go. So that will be the colour combination. Won't matter anyway. It's always on the server. There's always a danger, and again, you can lock these, but there is always a danger that if you don't, somebody can, you know, hook into your things. Now, I could leave it actually. I don't need. Yeah, that works. Purple, red, and white. Nothing in there. In U2Co, and that goes back over to the mob farm, where we place one of these down like so. I can still walk over that, so I do need to be cautious that I don't inadvertently step into the field, but I can swipe everything there. I went 3 wide. I don't know whether it's going to be more efficient that way, but I went 3 wide purely and simply because I could really. That can go there. That can go over there. That can go back in there, and that can go there, and that can go in there. And then we need my travel bag, and we're going to going to grab our 2 teleposers and that. We are going to come into the spawn room. We are going to place, I don't know, a bit of a temporary block there. A teleposer there. We are going to link that. Minus 53, that looks about right. Minus, yep. Actually, we can leave that there. That will actually verify that it has arrived, because it will interchange. And then we need to go out to, it is sunset. Let me just head up to Port Valentine and sleep the night away, and then we'll head out to one of the graveyards where there should be some wither skellies spawners, because obviously they are good for both experience and skulls. Not that we need a vast number of skulls, but let's go and have a look at, is that this is the one that I didn't want to come to, because it's going to, this is where everybody else's mob spawner is. Well, the mob spawner of doom. Now this is a big old one. Obviously you can see by looking at it there are actually there's only 8 spawners, and once I'm off the server I can do what I like with it anyway, because it's not then it's mine. It's all mine, in fact, every last bit of it. All mine. Mwahaha. Nope, nothing left in here. I think this is the wrong graveyard. Okay, let me I mean, I can't imagine that they've not used both. No, it's not even worth looking, is it? Come on. Come on, have some common sense, man. Right, let me go and find... I saw one big graveyard. 3 levels, that's not too bad. And it wasn't actually, incidentally, that big. Now there is... no, I did destroy that one, didn't I? Okay, but there should be the spawners still over here. Whee! Bonk. And bonk. And there we go. Bonk. So we'll stick you under there. We'll stick you into there. And get everything back. There's actually still some nice stuff here. Might as well have that. I mean, these are always interesting. I like these ruins because they have good loot in them. And it is funny how people will sit there, and the better the loot, the more likely people are. Oh, hello. The more likely people are to be almost, well, turned off, I suppose, by what is perceived to be bad loot. And it's interesting, I'm seeing this a lot in the 7 Days to Die community at the moment. You know, especially people who are really hammering. Oh, I'll have the gold. And I don't really need. I don't need the iron. Forget it. You don't need. But I will take the gold. Okay, nothing much left in there. Let's move out and just go and have a look. Is this one of those with one or two? I think it's just the one. Still, doesn't matter because we can now head back. Where's my? I've got a. There you go. And it's a cheap teleport anyway, so we'll be able to do that, and then I should be able to go. And if nothing else, I can test. Yep, we've got you. And take that out. Place one there. Get a teleposer. Stick it underneath. Link this. And get the hell out. And let's test it, shall we? See, there are some alternatives here, which we could do. We could go with conveyor belt. Now that was a problem. I think I may need to stick conveyor belts in. I can't see how I can avoid using conveyor belts on that. Because I mean, once there's enough mobs, then they'll probably be pushing each other in, and it'll be a different thing. But maybe conveyor belts might be a better solution. Oops. Okay. Now I've got problems because they're now at the other side. They're now up the top. Where? But still, we got some stuff out of it, so that's fine. Okay, let me think about. I mean, I'm happy enough with water here. I think this might be better as conveyors, though, because I can run the conveyors directly under there and over here, and then just use a simple water wheel. So let me pull that together. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I'm glad I made this in the past because it has become necessary. Yeah, I need to make myself a rotational speed controller because I put some conveyor belts in, but they're just not powerful enough, even with I've got 4 water wheels running them, and there's just not enough torque or speed on them. They're kind of running at this speed, and the mobs are more or less just strolling around on them. So I think what I need to do is up the speed as to basically the maximum speed I can, which yeah, we can do. We've got the makings of. I'm going to have to rejig the orientation of the water wheels, but that's fairly minor stuff. I'll show you what I mean when we come to do that. But yeah, back in a mo. Oh, and I've left my fan blowing, so the audio on this clip might be a bit worse than usual. See you in a mo. Alright, so as you can see, these are running. It took me a little bit of finagling. I've got a couple of encased chain drives taking it down there. Under there's a couple of gearboxes to reverse it and come up here. Then that comes across from there to a vertical gearbox, which comes underneath there and comes up. So this is all pretty good. But the problem I have is fundamentally with the amount of power I can draw from this setup here. So I think what I need to do is I need to put an encased chain drive on there, which will in turn have one of those in it. To be honest, a lot of the mistake I've made here was making this so close to bedrock. I've just got no flexibility at all, so we can just run in here. That's going to be there. We do need to fill that in, also all of that, also all of this eventually, and we need to obviously set the speed that we want this to go at. But first things first, one more's worth of that. Chuck some water wheels in there. We're going to back block of that. That's going to be a bit awkward if I can't get in there, so let's just take that out. And there. And then that can still get in. Perfect. So now I should be able to replace that, and hopefully, no, it's going the wrong way. God damn it. Okay. Oh, what happened there? Oh, one of the water wheels broke off because of the torque. It doesn't matter actually that it's going the wrong way now, because pardon me, I have got the solution for that, haven't I? So I'm going to grab you. We'll leave you running backwards for a moment. And we'll get plenty of water in there, so the torque is good and strong. So there's plenty of stress units. Then backfill this lot, that, and that, and all of this. And then we just need to go and refill all of this in, because it's not necessary. In fact, that can also be filled right up to that point. That's my rotational speed controller. So what we need now is a wrench. Might as well put those away and those away while I'm at it, because I shouldn't need those. But what I do need to do is here we go. So if I go to -16, that's now going the right way, but too slow. Oh, okay. 32 is faster. Let's take you to 64. Faster still. How fast can I get this before it breaks? Let's take it to 128. Now that is still running pretty good. So then we can backfill all of that. We can take you, and with a bit of luck, the skeletons won't get, the mobs won't get jammed up on that last bit there. Let's go find out. What we got? Oh yeah, much better. Now the stupid question is, do I just get rid of the water flow up there with half a heart, half a heart, half half a heart. I mean, there's a load of crap there, don't get me wrong. This is not, in terms of a mob farm, it's not very good, but it's better than it was. Right, so yeah, the question then is, do I stick it? I need to go and make another rotational speed controller, don't I, and put that up and do a conveyor belt at the top. That just makes so much more sense if we flush them out onto the conveyor belt with the water and then just shoot them across. That will speed everything up. Okay, I'm also going to go and find myself some more spawners, so may even leave that top bit for now. Let me go into the world and I shall find more spawners and be back in a short while. Okay, and just like that, well, not just like that, but like that, we have fast conveyor belts. We've got conveyor belts up top doing the same. I have got 12 spawners. I think there's 6 with a skeleton. Off the top of my head, or 5 with a skeleton, and the rest are just plain skeleton. I didn't go and get zombies and everything else because I just figured that just confuses the entire situation. I do need to just remove some of the bits and pieces in there. In theory, if I fill my inventory with that, go in and take off my magnet ring, and then turn this off, it drops mobs. And with this, it's great, you can actually see the and another batch are already in the pipe. So that is the system underway. Be a few moments until the rest of them get in. I'm beginning to think what I probably need to do is actually just put a hopper hook under there. That might be a better solution. But let me quickly put that back on. And then get all of that. Oh, that was not what I wanted to happen, but let me just sort myself out there. Because I don't want that to be like that. That's not part of my stuff. That is part of my loadout, that is part of my loadout, that is part of my loadout. The rest of the stuff is, in fact, not part of my loadout. And hopefully in there, we should have a good cross-section of some of the drops we're going to get. Which we can utilise to create our sorting system. So I am going to go upstairs. Let's go to Port Valentine to start off with, because I did mention that I have got a build ready to go on the server here, so what we shall do is we shall get you ready, and you have got gunpowder, so I'll get this recut, we'll hammer this through, and I will be back in a moment. And we're done. So, for some reason, I'm not entirely sure why, it's turned some of the things around. It's not put any of the signs or the light sources in here. It has put some of this stuff down, which is all good. We'll need to get those done. What are you missing then? You're definitely missing some of that. That needs to go up on there. We want some of that, and that. Maybe a bit of that. And maybe just a few of those. I think on my original one I'd done the... Oh, I did do the light sources of that in there. Right, so we can pop that there. We can pop a chicken there, and we can stick a raw fish. Oh no, you can't place fish, that's right. So okay, that's not a problem. And then we shall stick another lantern there. A few things over there. We can go a bit of a chicken. Some actually that's not where I want him to sit. That's stupid. Why would you have fish hanging on the wall? We'll stick a fish on the wall, stick a fish on the counter, and then we'll get some beef on the counter with like that, and like that perhaps. A piece of rabbit, like so, pork chop, like that, and maybe another piece of steak there. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm a full day on from when I recorded the last clip. I still have a bit of a cough, but I am steadily recovering, I think. I'm going to dump a whole load of that in there for now. And I'm going to pick you up and pick you up. We need to put this in. There is a stairway around the side, so we're going to have to put a path in for this as well. But this will bring you into... And again, chairs are not put down right, so let's just go like that. Similarly, but sofa for some reason didn't go down properly. Neither did the... It's never done that before. Maybe I've changed the I must have done something different on the orientation, that's all I can think. Anyway, if it's not immediately obvious, this is the butcher's house. So, yeah, that's that. We need to obviously blend the landscape in. I do need to continue doing the cliff face around to... I think I'm going to bring it maybe around to about here, and then we'll probably make these unscalable from anything walking up, but shallow enough that things can... Yeah, I'll work it out. So, with that in mind, and we've now got ourselves a nice little butcher's shop to work with, I do need to go build bag. That goes in there. I love the fact that I can do this. This is just awesome. And the next thing I need to think about is a hopper hock, and I bet I don't have a hopper hock ready, do I? I probably don't. What do I need for you? Rune of Air, redstone root, which is grass and redstone. Let me do that ready now. Hopper hock, one of them, bang, and done. All good. And then I need grey and petal, and I need a rune of air. Okay, that should be easily doable with everything I have now. So that will improve the collection mechanism for that, I think. This might add a complication, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. What did I do with my... I did that with it, okay. Boop. Boop. A rune of air, 2 dark grey, 2 light grey. I have a rune of air. I have a grey, I have a light grey. That should give me all of those that I need. I bet I've not got any seeds on me, have I? Yeah, the one thing I need. Right. Whoop. Right, where? Probably just go straight to the storage. One thing I do want to do is actually have a go, because there is a wireless storage system for this, and I do definitely want to go down that. Let's take a stack with me, because I am going to need seeds when I need to do this anyway, so kind of makes sense to keep some seeds on hand, doesn't it? And then we need to think about, let's go 1 2 1 2 1 1 1. Thank you. And seeds can go in there. Lovely. Need to sort some more storage out. This is a bit cluttered still. I would normally have my Botania set up a little bit more spread, but there you go. Right, so with that, the other thing I need to do is make sure that I've got the makings of the sorting system. So let me pop that down. I'm going to get rid of the stuff that I don't need out of here, and we'll get the sorting system put together. So I will throw that together and I shall be back in a moment. Alright, I think I've got most of what I need. What I do need is to make sure that these spawners are absolutely nowhere near this space over here, and what we are going to do is we are going to whack a water wheel down there. And we are going to... yeah, that's problematic. I brought my bucket of... I should have a bucket of water in my tools bag, I think. I do need to go and restock that, but that is fine. So that should be fine there. And that is turning and it's going that direction, which is lovely. Let me just go and restock my bucket of water. And always carry stuff. Be prepared. So there's a reason why it's a scout motto, but I don't know what it is. Right, now the build bag has got my create box in it, and my create box is going to give me 1 and 2. I won't see any of this, so let's just get rid of that, and that is going to go there, and that goes like that. Might need to go round the back on occasion to do service, so for a while we're not going to decorate this bit of the cave, but that is, I feel, a reasonable representation of some of the drops we're going to get. So we are going to get a gold barrel, and we're going to place it, let's have a look, it's going to go there, and that gold barrel is going to be bones. And because it's a gold barrel, we can probably get away with it. I wonder whether that will work. An andesite, right? Yes, hang on. So if I then go and pop that on there, that is an input. The only thing that can run into that is bones, so that is fine, and it's locked to that. In fact, I'm not entirely sure. Can I can lock that in memory, so now if I take them all out, it's still bones. So bones come out and go in. Bones, useful. It's a gold barrel, limited gold barrel, so it's going to have a pretty hefty amount of storage. Next thing coming off of there, arrows. I probably will never need that many, but that doesn't matter. So what we can do then is get another limited gold barrel, pop that down, grab ourselves another, well, first things first, give it arrows, lock it to arrows, and give it an andesite filter. And we actually, I'm gonna take the bones out. Coal is another one, again useful, so we shall put another, a little bit constricted down here, but yeah, such is life, eh? And we are going to stick the coal in. We'll take about half of that out just so we've got some to test with, and we'll just lock that in, and again we shall put down a funnel. What else out this lot is important? You see, having found out these, I think if I can get... Nope, I'm trying to... What was the... There was a trick to getting these out, and I cannot remember now what I did. Wasn't that? No, can't be that. How do you get those out? I mean, are they worth keeping? Because you get a hell of a lot of them. Similarly with those. However, what else is worth keeping? I don't think we get string. That is probably from me. Grave dust. Those. I don't think the seed bags are worth keeping either. I don't think anything. I think those are worth keeping. And I think those are worth keeping. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely going to need, well, that's going to need an advanced filter. So that's going to have to be one of those. That, and that could be an andesite. Andesite funnel is just andesite and kelp. So we should be alright just with the one. And then there's a question mark about do I want to buffer chest that? Do I want it to go in and we just take everything in and then we blacklist the things we don't want to go in? So we blacklist bows, we blacklist things, or do we... Which might be the better way of doing it, but it does mean I've got to maintain. Well, we've definitely got 4 more of those, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that does mean we need to go back some more, which is all good because we want this. I'll just go like that for now. That's your 4, and then we've got the buffer chest. And then at the end, buffer chest, another chest, which goes down like that. I think that is everything. So we should be good now to grab myself a belt. Do I not have a belt? Okay, need a belt. Which is 6 kelp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can take you from there to there. Except, of course... Oh, I haven't actually put a thing on the end. So that is fine. I do need to put a thing there. That's fine. No losses then. Right, so here we would then have... where did I put you? One of them with a spruce barrel and a... yeah. So open crate. I'm using the open crate rather than the chute because... Oh, and don't forget, bucket of lava. So, oh damn it, modded, you are so silly sometimes. Boop, and then we pop that back there. We stick you there. crate barrel just goes on the top there. That becomes straight in. I think that will work. Let's give it a try. No. Okay. Which probably means that I need to put the open crate there. And I probably need a chute, which I've got plenty of. As I'm just doing this to stop the... Yep, definitely worked. Came back into my inventory, which means it dropped. That's all good. We'll just block that in for now. So then we're going to have our 1, 2, 3, 4. I definitely do need to have an access over, so that's going to have to stay open for now. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So wither skulls, grave dust, no. You're not going to let me put that in there? Fine, we'll take one out then, we'll have it back. And we shall put in this. So you will get the essence of undeath thingy. That needs to be locked in. That needs to be locked in. That needs to be locked in. And then, right, yeah, this is where we get a little bit funky. No, that one. I say this one, because we can put a filter on it. We can, for the time being, there is no filter. So we can come over here, drop that on, and the chest will start emptying. Might want to be faster, don't know. But right now what we've got is a working filter system that is putting all of the things in the places as well as those. Right, what's next? I think it's probably going to take a while for that to clear, but let me just have a quick look at the chunks here. So if I were to throw down what we got, this one and that one, I think that's enough, isn't it? Yeah, so if I were to come under here and throw that down, and then come under here and throw that down, those two are loaded, which means we can go off and do other things while that sorts itself. Let me just put you back. Polished deep slate. No, stone cutter. Polished deep slate. Perfect. And we'll put, I don't know, we'll stick a lantern on the top of here, I suppose. Then we can get rid of that. And everything should be nicely lit. They can go away. That can go away. Well, that can go away. And all of... Oh, no. Give me that back. That and that will both go in there. That goes in there. And we'll keep that about our person because we've got a whole load of building materials we can use for this. Okay, well, variable speed controller is probably in the future of this one, just because that's not running fast enough, unless I go with a... Oh yeah, that might work. I stick a brass funnel on it and then I can up the stack size, can't I? Yes, of course you can. Give me a brass funnel. Brass funnel. Probably need you, maybe not, I don't know. Let's oh, it'll get picked up. Now, why have arrows gone in there then? Oh, you're not taking the small items now. It's waiting for a minimum stack size. But if I put those in, it is taking up to a stack at a time. Why are those not going in then? So I need to do the filter, don't I? But that is definitely going in the right direction. I just don't know why those are not going in there. Select all slots, match MBT, ignore MBT. Maybe. Don't know. That was weird. Let me just check that out. It's going the right direction. It is going the right direction. Interesting. Okay, let me go and sort of filter out, and I think we can then do this, call this good. Now I need an attribute filter, which is brass nuggets and some wool. Okay, wool. 2 of them. That should be fine. And brass nuggets will obviously come from here. Oops, that was not what I wished to do. Neither was that. However, no, other way around. I'll do 2, just because I can. I don't need 2, I only need the 1, but let's have a look at this then. So, what I want to be able to do is I want to do stone sword. This is a deny list. No. I suppose it's damaged. We could deny anything that's damaged, can't we? So if I go in here now, let me just try this out and take out that. Any of those will do, won't we? Well, it's going to take a while, I'm afraid, because this is right at the end, but they should go straight past and fall into the... no. Damn you. Okay, why? Oh, I don't think I saved it. Hang on. So this is a thing, is damaged. Add attribute to the list. Okay. Let's try that again. We'll just throw the one item in. Bye-bye. Right, so that would do armor. It will do everything like that. Anything else I want to exclude? Can I? Is that going to show us in fact, let's just test it. I definitely think I'm going to need a speed. In fact, I might as well go and make a speed controller now. No, it didn't work. So that is a different attribute. What do we need to do with that then? Let's have a look. Reference attribute. Cannot stack. Is in group tools. Buy supplementaries. Is there anything in there that I don't want that cannot stack? You see, I want those. So that's not good to me. That's supplementaries. That's Corel Tombstone. Could just do supplementaries, couldn't I? That works. And while we're at it, let's do... What else do I not want there? Bundles. That's... is tagged Curo bundles. Okay, we'll add that. So I should be able to test those out now. Neither of those should go through. Yeah, and this is pretty much how I need to build the filtering in, but I definitely need to go and speed this up. So let me go and create another speed controller, and I shall be back in a moment. Alright, and there you have it. We've got our speed controller. For some reason, I needed it that way, and it's I just get annoyed with this thing. This is only set to 96. I could probably slow it down, to be honest. And we've got a little service hatch, which if I can get myself... this is going to be awkward. Yeah, this is going to get old real quick. Hang on. There you go. That will do us for now. I don't think we're going to need it a great deal anyway, but this is all configured, so in theory we should be good to... Oh, you didn't survive. The normal skeletons can, of course, jump off the thing, so they can take more damage. Let me just clear. That'll do. Yeah, that's the other thing I do need to do, isn't it? That's not going to help me. I need to load my inventory with something that won't stack. Let's get all of that lot in there. And of course, the other thing that is useful to do is to take off my magnet ring. And I think that works pretty well. The arrows are everything's counting up, and that's not backing up. So the only thing I really need is the beheading sword. And yeah, our experience problems are largely, well, not problems, we've always had the options to get these, but now we have our own. So we'll let the system clear and maybe get a grinder sword which we can leave down here somewhere, specifically for working this system. So the bow, why are they going past too fast? Do I need to upgrade those to brass, do you think? Maybe the andesite can only take a certain amount. Not a problem. We can fix it. But on the whole, I am happy with that. So let's put this one down as a success. We shall. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to stick the Maggie ring back on, and we'll crack on with some stuff next episode. But now we have at least got our own mob grinder. I think I might slow that down a little bit. That might be maybe down to 48. That might be a better solution. But we'll work it out. If it is just that the stacks are too big, then I'll do some research. But until next time, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.